Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Canny Crystals, the podcast. I hope that you're all well. My name is Mart. I am your host. And this week, as you can probably tell by my voice, I've been diagnosed with another fucking illness. I've got tonsillitis. Oh, my life is just so fun. I think it's due to the fact that I've not had much sleep lately. And obviously, when we sleep, our bodies heal themselves overnight. So it started as a little tickling cough. I think it was like last Saturday. And then it turned into a bit of a wheeze. And I thought, oh my God, I've got a bit of water at the back of my throat. And I just couldn't clear it whatsoever. But yeah, I had to go to the GP anyway later in the week because it just kept getting worse and worse. I ended up with a bit of a fever. And I was like, this is an infection. I've got a chest infection. So I went to my doctor and nope, she said, I've got full-blown tonsillitis. It's so hard to try and tend to a baby when you're ill. And I know I'm probably preaching to the choir here. I went to baby reflexology this week as he's got a lot of trapped wind and we've tried everything you could ever imagine. So this was kind of a last resort. But let me tell you, I'm loving learning all of the different reflexology practices that we can do. Not just on our babies, but on ourselves as well. So we started off, we gave, we had to gain permission basically from our babies to be able to touch them. We did a little round of head, shoulders, knees and toes. And then we moved on to the feet and oh my God, he screamed for at least half an hour before falling asleep. So it was quite, it was quite weird because obviously he threw up on himself as soon as I lay him down on the mat. So I was trying to cleanse that up and then I thought, he's definitely pooed. He'd just done a really smelly pump. But I was on edge thinking, oh my God, I'm going to have to change him here. It's going to stink the little room out. Oh, but just a quickie for anyone shrugging their shoulders thinking, what's reflexology? So it's basically massaging the feet, but in different motions and in different parts of the foot. And every single part of the foot just relates to a different area of the body. So it's like if you imagine looking at the sole of your foot, that is your body. So the very top is your head, right at the very bottom is your legs, that kind of thing. So, for example, there's a part of the foot that when you massage it, it helps with the digestive system. Then there's one that helps with the spine. Basically any issue that you have in your body can be helped by massaging the corresponding part of that foot. It's fascinating, really, when you think about it. I did have reflexology on myself. I think it was maybe last year, but I fell asleep because I just love having my feet massaged. I lie on the couch sometimes and wiggle my toes in Johnny's face just so he'll pull my socks off. Anyway, back to baby. So he has trapped wind. And when I started being shown how to massage the part of his foot that looks at his lower abdomen, he started farting like a trooper almost immediately. I mean, I'm far from a practitioner, but it's just so handy to know how to do this kind of thing at home if I ever need it again in the future. So it's a 6-week course. I'm very excited to go back again next Monday. I'll be learning more in the weeks to come. So who knows, maybe I'll do a reflexology episode or even a YouTube video in the future and I'll talk you all through how to do it as well. But right now, nobody needs to see my trotters. So, as well as that, this week, I started thinking about what I could share with you lovely lot. And as I'm just so drained, I put on some music. I think it was like Tuesday morning. And I put my happy playlist on Spotify. And I started, bopping around the house, doing the housework, tidying the bedroom, getting him dressed and stuff like that. And by the time an hour or so had passed, I just felt in such a good mood. And I thought, well, let's talk about the energetic change we can feel from listening to the right kind of music. So the influence of music on our human energy and our mood, it really does extend past that entertainment to kind of act as a powerful tool for psychological and emotional regulation, because music has this incredible quality of being able to kind of evoke a wide range of emotions. It can alter your energy levels and it can even influence our cognitive functioning as well. And when we understand the depth of music's influence, that can empower us to kind of use it intentionally and enhance our quality of life and our mood and our overall well-being as well. So music possesses kind of a unique capacity to resonate with our emotions, and that acts as a mirror to our feelings or altering our mood entirely. So to get scientific, the melody, the harmony, and the rhythm in the music, that engages the brain's limbic system. I hope I'm saying that right. That's the area that's responsible for emotional processing. And it's that engagement that can then elicit specific emotional responses, such as joy or sadness or nostalgia or tranquility. For example, listening to upbeat and fast-tempo music, that can elevate our mood. It can promote feelings of happiness and vitality. And on the flip side, slow-tempo music, minor key music, that might induce a kind of a reflective or a somber state in us. It's like, have you ever felt down? You might have split up with a partner or lost a job or something similar, and you hear a sad song and you just start to cry. Like, I know I have. Naughty's kids might remember this one, but there was a song by, what was she called? Delta Goodrem. It was called Lost Without You. It was out in the early 2000s. And when I split up with my very first partner, I used to hear that song everywhere. And I would be, driving around in my car, singing away, bawling my eyes out. I couldn't cope. Every time it came on, it just made me cry. But I also have songs that I can listen to in my happy playlist, that make me feel on top of the world. They just lift us up and send me onto a higher vibrational state. So, for example, one of them is Ace of Base, Life is a Flower. Another would be Fleetwood Mac's Everywhere. I have so many upbeat, uplifting songs. It's just songs that speak to my soul. And this will be different for us all. So we'll all have those songs that speak to us in different ways. And some of the songs that we think of might even kind of evoke that nostalgia with us and take us back to a certain time in our lives where we felt on top of the world, for example. And it's that emotional resonance that's going to make music quite an effective tool for not only mood regulation, but it'll also allow us to either align with our current emotional state or to shift it intentionally. But did you know that even the rhythm and the tempo of music can directly influence our energy levels? So for example, that's why they play fast-paced music in the gym, because fast-paced music with a strong beat, that can stimulate the body's sympathetic nervous system. That's going to increase your heart rate, your blood pressure, and your energy levels. That's going to make it the perfect companion for physical exercise or tasks that require high energy, like lifting heavy boxes or, rearranging your bedroom or decluttering, that kind of thing. I mean, let's face it, you're not really going to be pumped to run that extra mile on the treadmill listening to Celine Dion or Adele, are you? And then on the flip side, music with a slow tempo, that can soothe us by engaging the parasympathetic nervous system. That promotes relaxation, it reduces stress. I even have a chill out playlist because, who wants to listen to happy hardcore whilst trying to be all zen in the bath? This energy modulation aspect of music is why it's often used in fitness classes to kind of energize participants in things like meditation or yoga practices, things that are going to calm and center ourselves, or even in work environments to kind of enhance our productivity as well. I know when I used to work in paediatric A&E, for example, when I first joined the NHS, they used to have a radio station that just played either classical music or kind of chill out, smooth music, if that makes sense. And that was because kids used to come into A&E and they would be, on high alert. They would be really anxious. They'd be screaming the place down. So they would play soft music to try and calm them back down. But music's influence, it kind of extends to cognitive functions, such as concentration, focus, and memory. I can't do anything in silence. Whenever I'm working, I think the only thing that I do in total silence is either podcasting or tarot readings. And I think that's purely because I need to be speaking into a microphone. You don't want to be listening to music in the background of me doing this podcast. But any other time, I'll either have the radio on or I'll have one of my playlists on. Background music, especially instrumental and classical music, can really enhance cognitive tasks by increasing our concentration and our focus, and it'll also reduce any distractions that we have in our lives as well. So there's something called the Mozart effect, and that's a term coined from studies suggesting that listening to Mozart's compositions might temporarily enhance our spatial temporal reasoning abilities, and that highlights music's potential cognitive benefits. One of my best friends, Sam, for example, she bought us something called a baby Einstein when she came over to visit a few weeks ago. And it plays classical music when the baby hits it. And he absolutely loves it. It is so soothing to him. It calms him down when he's whimpering, but it also helps to get him to sleep on a night as well. So given this huge impact that music has on our mood and our energy, Music is increasingly utilised as a therapeutic tool in various settings, so you may have heard of it referred to as music therapy in the NHS. And it's that therapy that can kind of support our emotional health. But it can also help patients cope with stress and provide that emotional expression outlets without relying on words. So in mental health treatments, when I worked in the NHS, music therapy was used to alleviate symptoms of depression, anxiety and PTSD because it promoted relaxation and it provided that emotional release, and that therefore it kind of enhanced the patient's moods. However, like I mentioned just before, music is subjective, so that means it's going to be different on everyone. It's going to impact our own mood and our own energy quite significantly from person to person. So music that uplifts one of us might not have that exact same effect on another person. And it's that variability that underscores the importance of personalising our music listening habits, because that's going to align with our own emotional and energy needs. So I'm going to task you with something after you've finished listening to today's episode, and that's just to create some personalised playlists for different purposes. So whether that be for motivation, relaxation, or emotional processing even, because these playlists can help us harness music's power in our daily lives. So if you need some inspiration and you've got Spotify, just go on and search my name, Mart Tweedy, and have a look at my public playlists. I have one for every scenario. I have a feel-good playlist, I have a dance playlist, I have a chill-out playlist, a manifest and money playlist, a meditation playlist, you name it, I've made it. So let's take a look into how we can manifest using music through intentional listening, because this is going to be such a powerful practice for you that's going to transform the act of simply just listening to music from being a passive process to an active one. And the practice of this kind of involves setting specific intentions, just like we do with manifesting, before engaging with your playlist. And that's going to help in focusing your mind and your emotions on the outcomes that you wish to attract. So just like anything in terms of manifestation, when we set clear intentions, that comes top of the bill. Before pressing play, just take a moment, clarify what it is that you want to manifest. So it might be abundance, it might be love, it might be health, peace, whatever it is. Your intention should be clear and specific. And this step is going to align your energy with that music's vibrations. That's going to enhance its impact on your subconscious mind. So you can even combine intentional listening with visualization for a bit of a more powerful manifestation experience. And as you listen to your selected tracks, I want you to visualize achieving your goals. So that music is going to act as a backdrop, and that backdrop is going to intensify the emotions and all the sensations that are associated with your visualized goals. That's going to embed them deeper into your subconscious by doing that. And to enhance your intentional listening practice, I want you to create an environment that supports that relaxation and that focus. So it might mean, dimming the lights, lighting some candles, sitting in darkness, sitting in a comfortable position where you can remain undisturbed, whatever it is. Choose music that resonates with your current manifestation, and I can't stress that enough. For example, don't be trying to manifest peace and harmony whilst blasting something from Clubland. You know what I mean? The music you select should really resonate with the emotion or state that you wish to invoke. For example, if you're trying to manifest love, choose songs that evoke those feelings of love and companionship. Put on all those soppy love songs that you always hear on the radio around Valentine's Day. Like, what is it, Daniel Bedingfield, If You're Not the One? Something like that. The alignment of the music's emotional tone with your intention is key. And use some headphones, because that's going to give you the absolute immersion. That's another great tip. So just like with subliminals, of course you can listen to them like without headphones, but when you listen to them using headphones, that's going to block out any external noise and any distractions. That's going to allow you to fully immerse yourself in the music and your intentions. And remember what I said a couple of episodes back about mindfulness too, because engaging with the music mindfully, paying attention to every note, every lyric and all the rhythm, that's really going to help you get into that right vibrational state. Notice how that music makes you feel. Which parts resonate with you the most? Mindful listening is going to help to deepen your emotional and energetic connection to your intentions. So I just want you to allow yourself to feel those emotions that arise as you listen, because music can evoke quite strong emotional responses. And when we attune to those emotions, you're effectively attuning to the energy of your desire. So intentional listening is most effective when it's practiced regularly, just like anything with the law of attraction. So when we incorporate it into our daily routine, perhaps in the morning to set the tone for the day, or maybe even in the evening to reflect on the day behind and reinforce your intentions, whatever it is, that intentional listening is most effective when it's practiced regularly. And don't forget to reflect after every session as well. Just reflect on the experience. Like, did certain songs stand out, or did certain pieces of music resonate more than others? Adjust your playlist accordingly. Just because you put a song on a playlist doesn't mean it needs to be there for all eternity. If it no longer resonates with that manifestation, take it off. This practice is deeply personal, and your playlist should evolve with your intentions and your emotional needs. And like I say, there are some on my Spotify. That's purely just to give you a bit of an idea of what I've done. But at the end of the day, songs that I connect to might not be songs that you connect to at all. Intentional listening will transform music into this dynamic tool for manifestation. And I'd say that one other thing to look out for when listening to music is the lyrics. Because at the end of the day, lyrics are so similar to affirmations. Now, the potency of lyrics in music as a tool for manifestation shouldn't really be overlooked, because lyrics, just like spoken affirmations, they have the power to influence our subconscious mind. They have the power to shape our beliefs and alter our vibrational frequency. As we know, words carry energy and intention. So when lyrics resonate with our desires and our aspirations, they can then reinforce our intentions. That's going to help us basically to manifest our goals. And the repetition of positive, empowering lyrics, that functions similarly to affirmations. That's going to embed these positive messages into our subconscious mind. And that means that they're going to then begin to influence our thoughts, our beliefs, and our actions. So, for example, if you're listening to Dido's Thank You or Rita Ora's Grateful, you're going to be feeling that gratitude naturally when you listen to the lyrics. You'd find it really hard not to, because the lyrics are all about being grateful and thankful. And if you're singing along to them, you're reaffirming that message aloud as well. So again, just choose songs whose lyrics align with your specific goals. So for love and relationships, select songs that speak about love in the way that you wish to experience it. For abundance, choose lyrics that celebrate prosperity and success. My Manifest and Money playlist, for example, is full of songs like Rich Girl by Gwen Stefani or Price Tag by Jessie J, because they're songs that align with how I feel personally about money and wealth. But overall, just focus on songs with positive, uplifting messages, because lyrics that evoke feelings of joy, gratitude, and possibility, they're going to raise your vibration. They're going to attract similar energies into your life. You could even consider creating your own affirmations based on the lyrics that resonate with you the most. You can write these down. You can repeat them as daily affirmations. So you could write down lyrics from a song and repeat those as affirmations if you really wanted to, because that's going to reinforce the connection between the music and your manifestation efforts. But singing along with your manifestation playlist, that's such a powerful way to engage with the lyrics actively. Get in your car, get the playlist on, get the volume whacked right up, sing till you're blue in the face. Honestly, it really changes the way you feel about things, especially if you do it on your way to work in the morning. The act of singing doesn't just elevate your mood, but it also reinforces the messages contained in the songs. That's going to make them more impactful. You could even use songs with kind of meaningful lyrics as a bit of a focal point for your meditation. So focus on the words, allow their meaning to sink deeply into your consciousness. This practice can help solidify your intentions and enhance your manifestation efforts. I know I've banged on all the way through this, I'm giving you loads of songs by different artists, but there is a song by 07, which is the band that the singer Sia used to be in years back in the noughties. The song is called Destiny by 07. Whenever I listen to it in this way and I close my eyes and I have candles on, I sink deeper and deeper into my chair. I take in every single word. I love when songs do that to you. In fact, we were at a yoga class not long ago and I had control of the playlist and I had loads of chill out songs and I put that on as we were doing yoga. It felt fucking amazing, if I'm totally honest with you. It just relaxes me so much. It's an amazing song as well. But then after listening to your playlist, I want you to journal about the lyrics that stood out to you the most. Explore why they resonated with you and how you're feeling right now. Because again, that reflection, that's going to provide insights into your desires and how best to align with them. Even just while you're in the house, or you're getting ready for work, or you're in the bath, or you're out for a walk, just like you do with your subliminals, play your manifestation playlist softly in the background, because the combined power of spoken affirmations and supportive lyrics, they can really amplify your intentions. But overall, just make listening to your manifestation playlist a daily ritual. Combine it with other manifestation practices like visualization or scripting, and you're going to get this comprehensive approach to achieving your goals. But like I say, repetition is key to embedding affirmations into the subconscious mind. And the same principle applies to lyrics. So regularly listening to and engaging with songs that carry messages aligned with your desires, that reinforces those desires. It makes them more likely to manifest into reality. Lyrics and affirmations not only uplift us, but they inspire us. They propel us forward to our desired outcomes, okay? So I hope that this episode helped you out this week. And I task you with going away after listening to this and creating at least one playlist, just at least one of your favourite uplifting manifestation songs when you get a spare moment. Because honestly, I really think this will be a game changer for most of you, and it will really help you raise your vibes as well so much. And just before you head off into your day and before I go off to cough the house down, just a quick reminder that I'm uploading a new video every Sunday to YouTube, which you can subscribe to for free. So last Sunday, I uploaded an EFT tapping video for increasing your wealth and abundance. Thank you so much if you've already watched it and done this tapping. If you haven't, head over to YouTube, type Canny Crystals and subscribe for free content every Sunday. If you've enjoyed this episode, please help me out. Leave me a rating or a review wherever you're listening to this, because it really does help me out in ways you wouldn't believe. And if you'd like any crystals, any spiritual items, or even online courses based around manifestation, head to either cannycrystals.co.uk or cannycrystalsacademy.co.uk and enter the discount code, which is the word podcast. And I'll see you all next Friday, hopefully with a better throat, for another episode. Have a beautiful weekend, guys. Bye.